Hello, I'm WBZ TV meteorologist Barry Burbank. I've got your forecast for this weekend and the part of the upcoming week. Let's check out the pollen report this morning, and it looks like we're going to have some cleansing rain to wash out some of the pollen in the atmosphere. So the pollen levels may be dropping today, and we'll be in the moderate range tomorrow with a few more showers and storms. Then the pollen levels likely ramping right back up again to the high levels here on Monday and Tuesday, with birch, maple, and poplar being the main allergens. Checking out the daily almanac, Boston's high so far today, that occurred around midnight. It was 50 degrees, but we should be up around 55 before it starts trickling down with some rain this afternoon. The average high for May 19th is 67, and we certainly won't make that today, and we're definitely going to be way off from what we hit a year ago today when it was 90 degrees on this date. In fact, that was the third day in a row when it hit 90 or higher, so that made it an official heat wave last year, May 17th through May 19th. And we had 3 heat waves last summer, one in May, one in June, and one in July. We didn't have any August or September, and therefore all 3 of those heat waves only had the minimum number of days to make it a heat wave. In other words, 3 consecutive, and that's all they had. So we'll see what happens this year, but as you know, I'm forecasting 12 days of 90 or higher in Boston this year, and that's exactly what we had last year, 12 days. So far, we've had one. That occurred on May 3rd. Well, it won't be 90 today, that's for sure in Boston. In fact, temperature may get up to the low and middle 50s and fall back a little bit as rain commences a little bit after noontime in Boston, earlier to the southwest, and it'll be raining most of the afternoon. So right around the mid-50s in Boston, should become areas upper 50s north of Boston. A little dim sunshine possible in some spots this morning, but that will disappear as the rain clouds get closer. Here's where all the warm and humid areas, look at this, 95 today in Little Rock, and it's very muggy there as well, 95 in Phoenix, but not muggy there. But in any event, temperatures near 80 are possible tomorrow afternoon as we get some of this coming on in. So it's Triple H weather, hazy, hot, and humid weather here. This wavy weather front we actually showed you last weekend and showed you it was going to be playing a part in our forecast for the week, and we got the showers and storms earlier this week. And now we're looking at this front trying to come back at us to give us the rain. When it will get here? It looks like it's going to get here right around or just around noon to 1 p.m. in Boston, and points north a little bit later, points to the southwest earlier than that. Note this afternoon's temperatures, as you watch the timestamp up here in the upper right-hand corner, mostly in the low and middle 50s with that rain falling, and most of the rain will be on the light side. No gully washer or tropical downpour type rains anticipated this afternoon. There will be an area of somewhat heavier rain this evening the farther northwest of Boston. It may come down harder there for a short period of time, then it sort of dwindles and moves on out. And overnight, the showers will tend to just become patches of drizzle and areas of fog, as in the early morning hours, the temperature actually is going to be rising 5 to 10 degrees up into the low and middle 60s in the early morning hours, and by dawn we'll be in those mid 60s, and then rising tomorrow morning as any fog starts to thin out. The clouds start to break a little bit to allow some sunshine to fuel a few showers and storms off to the north and west. They'll move into Boston sometime between 2 and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, head off to the southeast toward Cape Cod and start falling apart. But we may actually have more sunshine later tomorrow afternoon after the front goes by and the air starts drying out. Then overnight we start falling down. By Monday morning we'll be down in the low and middle 50s, even a few 40s north and west. So the reason for the rain today is this approaching warm front right in here. On the other side, the air is very humid, so that very humid air will be with us tomorrow, and then it'll be pushed out to sea by this cold front, setting off a few showers and storms tomorrow afternoon. Then nice dry air comes in here for Monday. It looks like a pretty nice day with temps going in the upper 70s. How much rain will we get out of this? Well, just a few tenths of an inch, not much. Through 11 o'clock today, probably 2 to 4 tenths of an inch of rain in areas west of the I-95 corridor. Down toward the Cape, probably nothing more than a tenth of an inch of rain there. And then we add on some rain for tomorrow with those showers and storms. That may boost the totals up a little bit on Cape Cod. It may boost it up to more than a half inch in the Boston area west, with some briefly heavier downpours coming up in that 2 to 4 o'clock range tomorrow afternoon. So my forecast for the next 7 days looks like today's the coolest one with that rain this afternoon. Tomorrow will be the most humid day of the next 7 days with a gusty southwest wind and a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon. Sunniest weather late in the day, nice and sunshiny on Monday, although a few clouds around in the afternoon with nice dry air. On Tuesday, can't rule out a couple of showers, but certainly not any all-day rains, around 70, but 60 at the coast with the sea breeze. On Wednesday in the mid-70s. South-facing coast will be coolest in the 60s. And then it looks like sunny to partly cloudy on Thursday and Friday with temperature 80 to 83. You can watch WBZ News this evening at 6 and 11 o'clock. You can also see it at 8 o'clock on My TV 38 for the latest news and weather updates. Have a nice weekend.